Malk, we live now, man. We finna go live, man. It's a work night, but what's the deal? I know it's a work night for a lot of y'all, but I want to pop in on here real quick. I got my son live and direct. He up and about. I'm gonna let him make an appearance on here. But I gotta let some people come on in here, come on in here, come on down, like Bob Barker says. I got one like. Good evening, brother. I know a lot of y'all probably about to go to sleep, but I just want to hop on here real quick. Show my face for a little second, man. I got my boy with me. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, wow. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. What's the word? Nah, he like to play with Marcus. No, we on YouTube Live, Malcolm. What's the word, y'all? This water, baby. Not juice. No pop. Water. What's going on with you? What's up with you, though? I know it's late. What you got into? How was the day for you? Hold on, I'm about to drop the phone. This is my son. This is MJ. Playing with his dinosaur. He like dinosaurs. I was a dinosaur fanatic when I was his age. All the way probably till I was about 7 or 8. So he doing the same. He into the same stuff. I forgot the name of this dinosaur, but he like playing with it. He got a triceratops in the corner. Everything. Yeah. Teddy Graham eating. What's up, y'all? Peace and love. What's up? What's going on with y'all? Where you from? Chicago, Illinois. Southside Chicago to be specific. North Africa. Where in North Africa? Man, my day going smooth, man. My son just got him out the bathtub. I'm chilling out. I just finished playing WWE 2K. I still got 2K23. I ain't got the new WWE game. But I'm chilling though. Which time period the LeBron hate? The LeBron hate started, I want to say. Have you heard the rap? Yeah, I heard the Logic. I don't listen to Logic like that though. I'm not really a fan like that, to be honest with you. But if you recommend some songs that you think are good, I would listen. The LeBron hate, I would say, started yeah. It started around the same time that I want to say when LeBron left my Cleveland the first time around. But before then though, Skip Bayless started planting some seeds during LeBron's first Cleveland Cavalier tenure. He started planting the seeds a little bit, but it really took place when Bron went to Miami. Chief Keef, the best Chicago rapper. Shout out to Sosa, man. He opened the door for a lot of young men to get some money in the city. You know, he really the one that ushered out them traditional videos with a treatment. Sigma, but I'm a Kappa though. I remember Kappa Alpha Psi. You see the K on my neck. What's up, boy? Yawning. I'm gonna let you go get down. You wanna get down? Hold on 1 second, y'all. You wanna get back up here? My bad. You said Soldier Boy started the no, yeah, he did. Soldier Boy definitely started the internet era. He did without question. He the one that made. He the one that really first went viral for his music. I ain't gonna lie. Soldier Boy the one. I remember listening to Soldier Boy before he got the deal with Mr. Collie Park. Mr. Collie Park. That was 2006. He got signed in like '07 with Mr. Collie Park. Good night. Good night, brother. You say you from Algeria. Okay. Y'all go ahead. You can ask some other questions. He playing around with his toy. You can ask. I can ask some more questions though. Who was the best college basketball player? 06. 06. You had LaMarcus Aldridge, Adam Morrison. Adam Morrison was a bucket. Adam Morrison, LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, I would say. Was JJ in that? JJ was there. I was trying to think. Was JJ Redick? I think JJ was there in 06. JJ was still at Duke. Yeah, JJ. Between JJ, Adam Morrison, LaMarcus Aldridge, one of those three individuals. Because that 06 draft, that's when the Bulls drafted LaMarcus Aldridge and then traded him for Tyrese Thomas, which was silly as hell, but it happened. Yeah, but Adam Morrison was a certified bucket. A lot of people didn't think, a lot of people thought he was going to be the dude. Rudy Gay. Oh, Rudy was Connecticut. Yeah. UConn. Rudy. I believe Rodney Carney. I like Rodney Carney. He was at Memphis. Rodney was nice. And my boy Teddy Graham up. Do you want to see DeMar DeRozan? I don't. I like DeMar better than Zach, to be honest with you. He been available much more than Zach, but I believe the Bulls going to have to move off of them in order for us to move forward, unfortunately. I don't want DeMar to leave. I really like DeMar. He's played well for this organization, but I don't know. For us to make strides to move forward, we probably going to have to move off of him, for us to move forward. But I don't want to see him lead the Bulls, though, no. Now, Zach LaVine, yeah, Zach got to go. I'm sorry. I like Zach a lot, but he got to go, though. He got to. What you think? Who you like? He don't want to see. He shook his head. No. So, okay, y'all ask some more questions. Who else? What else y'all want to ask or want to know? Was Kirk Hinrich the best pure point guard in Chicago? Best pure point? In my time period? Yeah, Kirk. Now, I believe Jay Williams probably would have... we would have had to see what Jay was a scoring guard at Duke. He was a killer at Duke. He had the car accident out this first year, but I would say in my time watching the Bulls, yeah, Captain Kirk probably was the best pure point guard, and he really wasn't super, super pure traditional pick and roll guard like that. He wasn't really, but he was more a point than D Rose, yeah, more traditional than D Rose because D Rose was really a scoring point. He can get guy, he can facilitate if he wanted to, but he really his main weapon. He was a weapon as a killer, as an offensive, scoring guard. But yeah, Kirk, I would say that. Kirk was a lot better than I ever thought he ever was gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we drafted him. I'm like, who is this nerdy dude from Kansas? I never really had remembered Kirk like that. Him and Nick Collison was at Kansas. Do you think Lonzo can come back and be a server? I want him to, man. That's what really messed the Bulls up. Lonzo, we were playing well when Lonzo was out there because defensively, Lonzo was a monster. He could facilitate very well, get guys high percentage shots, and his 3-point shot was coming along very well. So I want him to be serviceable. I want him to be well after that cartilage transplant, but I'm not sure, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Zoe ain't played in 2 years, so man, I can't say that anything is possible. Look what Sean Livingston did. Sean was out nearly 3 years after that terrible knee injury he had when he was with the Clippers, and he came back and had a hell of a career and was the mid-range king. So, hey, what's going on? I'm sitting here with baby Mac. As he said, look at man, Mac. Look at Malcolm. They talking, man. But yeah, I want him to come back strong. I ain't gonna lie. I hope it works out for him. I'm a big fan of Zoe. And when Zoe got hurt, that's when everything fell apart for the Bulls, being for real. If Zoe was there, we might have made deeper runs in playoffs. We probably would have been in better seating position and all that. Do you listen to Eminem? No, I do not. I do not, unfortunately, brother. I don't. I've never been an Eminem fan like that. I like some songs from Eminem, but majority no. You like the Giddy? No, I didn't like getting rid of Alex Caruso. To be honest with you, I ain't like getting rid of Alex Caruso. I thought we needed Caruso, man. But I don't know. In what year did you become a Bulls fan? Well, I'm born and raised Chicago, so I remember watching Michael Jordan last year with my father. I was 5 during Mike's last year, but I was a Bulls fan for real, for real. Ooh, right, 2001, 2000. Yeah, when we drafted Tyson Chandler, Eddie Curry from Thornwood High School in Harvey, Illinois. So right around that time, I remember we got Jamal Crawford, we had Eddie Robinson, Marcus Fizer. Bulls was terrible then. And I was watching all the games on WGN, and I was watching on Comcast Sportsnet. I was watching all the games then. We was horrible then, though. Like Jamal Crawford now was really my reason for watching, for real. And then at some point we got Antonio Davis. Eddie was nice. Eddie was nice, man. He just had that heart condition, and he started to develop very well offensively. He was tough. He became very tough. That heart issue stopped him. Yeah, I just missed out on the Bulls title runs. I did, man. I was 5 years old during the last chip, but my father and them, they got all the stuff recorded on tapes in my grandmother's basement. And I told y'all before, they got the original Chicago Sun-Times newspaper clippings when the Bulls won the championships still in the house. So, yeah, I just missed out on it, though. I was watching the Lakers run. I was watching San Antonio Spurs run. The Pistons win. I was watching them. You want to get out, man? Let's see. Yeah, I barely missed out on him, man. But Eddie was the dude in high school. Everybody knew Eddie was coming out of school. He was 7'1", all of that. Should 50 Cent win the BET? I believe so, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I think he should be honored for that. 50 had a great career. People only say he only had one great album, but The Massacre was a special album. From songs like In My Hood, I'm Supposed to Die Tonight, Ski Mask Way, Position of Power, what else? Other songs? I like a lot of the joints on there. Get in My Car. Yeah. And then Curtis was a very good album, third album. It was still solid, it wasn't classic, but it was solid though. But Before I Self Destruct was a solid album as well. So yeah, I think he should. And then these TV shows, the theme songs he makes for the TV shows still be cold. They still be fire. The first title run I saw was the Bulls 91 title. I got to see them all. No teams title runs compare. Even though I'm not a Bulls fan, they were the most. Yeah, from what I heard, man, my dad would tell me, man, when the Bulls was playing during Michael Jordan's time, everybody was watching the game. People was not out on the streets because they knew that Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, there was something dynamic to watch. And then you got Dennis Rodman later on in the later years, so it became something something super special. But yeah, Horace Grant, when it was just him, Mike, and Horace for real, still was special. 92 Bulls was the absolute peak. Hmm. Yeah, I hold on. Uh, yeah, I had to go back and see that. I'm gonna ask my dad what he felt like was Mike's best year. My dad loved Mike, so as you can expect, being in Chicago was his peak. Yeah, it probably was. I gotta check out and ask my pops. I'm gonna call him. We didn't have a YouTube back then, so people couldn't go to the bathroom right. Exactly. So he like, man, listen, my daddy used to tell me crime would stop in Chicago when Mike was playing because again, nobody wanted to miss what could happen. I felt like I mean, it don't compare because we didn't win no title, but when Derrick Rose and Poole really became the dude, like that MVP year, I didn't miss no game intentionally at least. I watched nearly every game that year when he won MVP. I made sure I watched because I knew he was putting on a show every single night. And we had a chance to win every single night with him as the best player on the team. But it don't compare to the Bulls because we were actually title contenders. Like we were winning, not just contenders, we were champions during that time period. So I know it was just Chicago. My daddy was saying, my pops was telling me that our Chicago had bragging rights that was so crazy. Chicago sports fans was talking crazy to everybody. Cause you had the best player in the world on your team, and then you had a great supporting cast with them. So yeah, it sounded like D Rose. What's going on, Steve? Man, listen, man. I was just making a video about Derek, and I remember when Pooh, the city, his nickname Pooh. When we first heard Derek coming up, like Derek freshman year, people was talking about him. By his sophomore year, everybody knew he was the man. By junior year, he was the one. And everybody knew it. And what's crazy is Derek really could have averaged 40 a game in high school. But he was just so unselfish. He really was letting Tim Flowers, Kevin Johnson, his co-stars, he was letting them get off. Because he already knew he was going D1, high major D1. He knew he was he knew he was bound for the league at some point, and he was really just trying to let them get their college scholarship offers, his teammates. But yeah, Pooh was the dude. What y'all on though, man? What's going on? Man, I had my son. He wanted to get off my lap. He was sitting on my lap for a minute, but he said he got to go. He got to move around. He just got out the bathtub. I never forget. Yo, they say Tibbs. Hey man, I'm gonna be for real, man. Tibbs, he got a lot of flack for not subbing out Derek, and Derek probably would have been healthy for that game. But Derek body, he was so explosive, y'all, and the way he played with reckless abandon. I think at some point Pooh probably would have got hurt at some point, even without Tibbs subbing him. Because he just had reckless abandon and he was so explosive. He wasn't really controlled. He was aggressive, explosive, and dynamic, but he wasn't really controlled. He started learning how to play controlled after he got hurt. You know what I mean? So I could just imagine Pooh still had that athleticism with the control he has now and later, the control he developed later on in his career after the injuries. Like what? Crazy. Favorite rapper. My favorite rapper, Tip. No, Jigga and Tip. Jigga and Tip. Jay and Tip. That was my favorite rapper. Jay-Z and Tip. But I feel like Tip don't get the recognition he deserved. Because Tip, is a southern artist. And he had a lot of the commercial hits, but people don't know he really a spitter. He can rap for real. I grew up in Boston and in Charlotte growing up during the 90s. The MJ Bulls were popular everywhere. No team has had that mass popularity the Bulls had back then and even after that. I remember watching John Sally talk about what it was like being a Chicago Bull and said it was like being a rock star. And John was only with the Bulls for one season. And he was like, it was like being a rock star, being with the Beatles. And you know what I mean? Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, they was the dude, man. They was them dudes. And Charlotte, that Charlotte Hornet starter jacket, I can imagine was so popular during the 90s. Due to Grandmama, I got a Grandmama Larry Johnson jersey. Grandmama, Muzzy Bogues, Alonzo Mourning. He was different. He reminded me a little bit of Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was tough. But Derek was more athletic than Brandon, for sure. But he was real special though. Yeah, Brandon was tough. Brandon was nice. I like Brandon Roy a lot. Yeah. And the next run, but his injuries ruined his body and he rushed himself. Yeah, he rushed himself back for a playoff run. That's why I never got mad at Derek. I remember when the Bulls, Chicago media started turning on Derek. When Derek didn't come back from injury, and they like, when he coming back, when he coming back, and Derek said his body did not feel right. You gotta trust your body and your timing. Don't go off what other people telling you. They was trying to the Chicago media tried to bully Derek into coming back, and they started trashing him when he didn't come back. But he said he knew he was not ready, even though the doctors cleared him. His body did not feel right at all. He knew he was not ready to come back. So yeah, Brandon probably got cleared probably and wasn't ready to come back, trying to be a gladiator for the sports teams. But you got to think about yourself in the long run. And unfortunately, he rushed back too soon. Had a great game, but rushed back too soon for sure. Hold on, let me make sure my son ain't here doing nothing he ain't supposed to be doing. Okay. No. I think unfortunately Derek was destined to get hurt. Yeah, super athletic, man. And he hadn't learned how to play with control at that point. But y'all, again, I wish we would have seen some more years of him with that athleticism that he had at man. Listen, like I remember watching Derek when Derek rookie year they went against the Boston Celtics. It was crazy. He had 36 that game one, blowing by Rondo. Him and Rondo was going at it. I'm worried Ja Morant. Yeah, Ja falls a lot when he plays. He flies through the air with reckless abandon. He plays very, very uncontrolled at times. His athleticism gets the best of him at times. I hope he don't get hurt either. Ja, great hang time, like you said. Ja, phenomenal athlete. I hope he figure out a way to stay controlled too, because I would hate for that young brother to get hurt, because he tough. I, I think he cool. He in there chilling. Oh yeah, put it on the TV or something for him. John Moran, he said the best hang time I've seen since MJ. That's saying something. That's saying something. I'm trying to think the best hang time. I gotta think. Man. Who okay, y'all can add some other stuff too. I can go specific with some stuff, man. Zach Levine was best. Yeah, Zach crazy. Zach ridiculous dunker. Ridiculous. Yeah, Vince. Listen. Vince was my brother. God rest his soul. My brother's deceased. My older brother's favorite basketball player. I remember watching that dunk contest he won live on TV. I remember Vince doing fully extended windmills in games, reverse dunking, tomahawk, cocking it all the way back. He was going crazy in game. I ain't never seen an in game dunker like Vince Carter. Vince was posterizing dudes left and right, whether it was Mutombo. Even later in his career, when he was in New Jersey, it wasn't too late, but later, dunking on Alonzo Mourning, crazy. Ja hangs in the edges along the end of the day. I'm not saying he's good. No. Yeah. I got trying to think who else had great hang time. I was trying to think. Now I know what you were saying. I'm just trying to think who else I knew had great hang time. Yeah, Ja Cray. I'm trying to think who else had great hang time like that. I can't think of nobody off the top of my head. Y'all throw some names out there. Franchise. I like Steve a lot. Steve was tough. Steve Francis. I like Coutinho Mobley, left hand, best hand. Coutinho was so smooth. His game was so smooth. He was nice. Coutinho wasn't. Coutinho Mobley, man. I be seeing him still in the big threes. He got nothing but gray hair all over his head, all over his face. Still giving dudes buckets like it ain't nothing. So yeah, I like him too. Hold on. Baron B Diddy. Yeah, Baron was tough. Baron was excellent. Like literally, like Baron, like cause Baron had a little bit of heft to him, but he still was getting up, dunking on everybody. He had the crossover, whole package as an athlete. Baron was nice. Like had the handle, the athleticism, aggressiveness, all of that. I really like Baron a lot. Really, that's really why I gravitated initially. Why I gravitated to the We Believe team. Him and Steven Jackson. Jack was tough too. And I know I get on Jack for certain things that he says and does, but Jack was a great basketball player. Said what did he say? B Diddy was Harden before Harden, yeah, and was just more athletic than he was more athletic than James. But yeah, yo, Big Soldier MX, what's the word, man? What's the word? My bad, y'all. My bad. Hmm. If you could have a superstar franchise player at any position, which position would you pick? Whoo. Are we playing by today's NBA rules or the former NBA rules? Yeah, Jason Kidd was phenomenal. That was my favorite point guard doing my or Jason Kidd. I like Jason Kidd more than I like Steve Nash. And it was not even a question. And I like Jason Kidd more than Nash. Jason Kidd could defend. Going by today's NBA rule. If we got today's NBA rules, I'm gonna take Michael Jordan. He already was scoring crazy. Today NBA rules, yeah, it's a guards game now. It's a guards game. If we were gonna say yesterday's NBA rules, I was gonna go with Shaquille O'Neal. But today NBA rules, Michael Jordan, he was already killing in the 90s. And if you drop him in today's game, he's still gonna get you probably just even more points probably. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Michael Jordan. It's a guards game today. I ain't want to know. Jordan will have a few seasons around 40. Yep, I agree. I agree with that. Now y'all know LeBron my guy, but I give it to Mike though. LeBron my dog. I still give it to Mike though. It's a guard game. Dude still was getting what 20, rookie season 28 a game. I was going for 36, 37 back then. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be a dog unleashed in today's game. But yeah, if you would have said back in the day, I would have went with Shaquille O'Neal because the Diesel was unstoppable. Only thing that stopped him was a free throw line. Jordan in today's NBA is Wade. Hmm. Yeah, Wade. Yeah, Wade was special. Wade was special. Jordan mid range was a little better than Wade, but Wade still had a solid mid range though. He still had a solid mid range jumper. He did very good mid range jumper. I believe Mike was a better mid range shooter though. Who do you think is currently the best player in the NBA today? I'm listen. It's gonna be an unpopular opinion. I'm still going with Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. Giannis play defense, man. Giannis defend. He a goon. He dunking everybody. Aggressive. Hey, he's tough. I'm a big Giannis fan for real. I think he better than Jokic. To me, being real. And I really think you probably gonna see it. I'm not saying Jokic's not great. I'm not saying he's not great. I just believe Giannis is a better all around player than him. I really do. But today's league, man, listen, it's Kate. I'm not trying to be hating on the foreign players. Giannis is a foreign player, but I feel like today's league is. I like Yogi better than him, but I can see how you can go beyond it. Yeah, I feel like today's league, um, it kind of it allows a lot of the European guys to kind of get off a lot more than they probably would have in previous years. Not saying that Jokic couldn't still be a great player, he would, but I think that yeah, I think with him not being as athletic, he don't play that much. He don't play defense. The league kind of still it works well for him to be in this era. But I still think he's a great player. I'm not trying to say he's not. I still think he's a great player. But I just think Giannis is a better all around player than him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting to see how Dallas looks without KCP. Thoughts on the Clay deal? Great deal for Clay. Great. Clay don't gotta do nothing but catch and shoot over there. He's gonna be yeah, Clay ain't got to do nothing but catch and shoot over there. He gonna be open for a lot of shots with playing with Kyrie and Luca, and they don't grow up playing 1-on-1 ISO basketball. I mean, they don't. Yeah, they play pro very very young over in Europe. But what I'm saying is that I think today's rules kind of allow them to be more dominant. Like previous years, they rarely could come over here and be as dominant as they are now. You know, because they couldn't play D, they was not athletic. They didn't have great lateral movement like that. But yeah, yeah, nobody clear cut head and shoulders above the pack. Not in today's league. Not today. Who do the Mavs give up? How much of Clay's bag does he still have? He signed a 3-year deal for 50 M's. Tim Hardaway gone. Tim was shooting bad. This whole he shot bad. But yeah, I think he should have went to the Lakers with Bron elite passing. Um, yeah, I think a lot of dudes, man. Listen, that LA be taking a lot of that check, boy. A lot of the check. And yeah, I think over there he just can catch and shoot. I think he's looking at the fact that the Mavericks were almost in the finals. I mean, they were not almost. They were in the finals. I'm sorry, they were in the finals. And he like, oh, okay. He think he could be the missing link to a championship over there. He said Pager, Manu, Dirk, Tony. Now, yeah, Pager tough. Pager, Manu, Dirk, yeah, they were great players for sure. But I'm saying like, I ain't never seen Pager, Manu, Dirk was never at the level that Jokic and them at now. Like the league, like best player. I'm being for real. I don't remember a time where a foreign guy was really the best in the league like that. Before then. Yeah, I was excellent. I don't remember. I mean, what, Hakeem Olajuwon when Jordan retired for them 2 years? Hakeem? Other than that, I don't remember an international dude. Maybe I'm like of not too long ago. I don't really remember an international dude being the best in the league like that before this time around. Yeah, I don't remember that. But hold on, let me see. I think the Mavs got worse with Clay. They lost Josh Green. Oh, I like Josh Green. Derrick Jones, Hardaway Jr. Yeah. I like Yao a lot. That's why I be getting on T-Mac. I don't see how Mac never got out the first round with a prime Yao Ming. I know Mac had some injuries, but it was years they was healthy. and they didn't get out the first round. And what's the name? And the year they got out the first round, McGrady wasn't even playing. So Tim Duncan. Now, okay, Duncan. Kobe don't count as international though. Kobe, he was overseas. He was with Joe. He was, but I don't. He was overseas for a while. So I get what you're saying. It's Tom. Yeah, Tim is considered international from Virgin. You right, Tim. Now Timmy. Yeah, you right. I take that back. Tim Duncan. I take that back. Duncan was, yeah, Virgin Islands is international. So yeah, Duncan. As great as Dirk was, I ain't never thought Dirk was the best in the league at any point. He was MVP though, but I ain't never thought Dirk was the best. He was amazing, but I never thought he was the best in the league though. Yeah, was injury. Yeah, was very injury prone. Feet. I don't think human beings are meant to be that big. So yeah, I think him being 7'6", 7'5", and his feet kept getting hurt, kept having foot injuries. Tim Duncan's immigrant. Kyrie Irving from Australia. Yeah, born in Australia, but raised in Jersey though. Born in Australia because his pops was, I believe, hooping over there. Is Tim the GOAT power forward? Absolutely. Without question, Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. Yeah, I would say Olajuwon. Yeah, that's what I said. When Mike retired, Olajuwon was the best player in the league. Olajuwon, yeah. Yao is still living to it's the Yao. Yeah, Yao was dope, but very dope. We never really got to see. I don't think we saw Yao best years. Athleticism didn't have a mid range. Yeah, man. I think Mac was just a good scorer. And again, people get mad at me when I say this. I love watching Mac play. Name me something Mac did great other than score the ball. That's all Mac did. I don't think Mac was a great leader like that. To be real, I seen him lose. My bad. I seen him lose a 3-1 lead when he was in Orlando. All of that. Best point guard all time. Outside of Magic. Isaiah Thomas. Oh, you can argue Steph too. You could argue Steph too. Now Steph don't play like a traditional point that what Isaiah did probably. His assist numbers aren't extremely high, I would say. But yeah, you could argue Steph too. Steph, Isaiah, yeah, I wouldn't get mad if you saying Steph though. Steph. I had Steph Steph either 2 or 3. I can see if you got Steph 2 though. Because Steph got 4 chips. 2 league MVPs. So yeah, I can see you saying, yeah, I wouldn't get mad at you saying Steph. I wouldn't get mad at that at all. And Steph was the first unanimous MVP. Even though I feel like LeBron should have been unanimous MVP, and I feel like Shaq should have been unanimous MVP the year he won too. I feel like Bron should have been unanimous with 1 year, and Shaq should have been unanimous 1 year too. But yeah. Steph, he said Steph the GOAT. What? I got him the greatest shooter ever, for sure. Oscar, the best point guard. Oscar Robertson is a brother of Kappa Alpha Psi. First of all, I'm going to tell you this. Kappa Alpha Psi got the best basketball players. We got the best basketball trio in all of black fraternity life. Hold on. Give it to Oscar. T-Mac played legally. He was still physical. It was probably 01, 06. I remember the hard fouls he took back then from that period. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Bron gets so much hate, boy. You know I'm a LeBron fan. That's my dog. Your brother Kappa, shout out to your brother, man. Shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi, man. Yeah, so for those who don't know, we got the Holy Trinity. Kappa Alpha Psi got Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robinson, and then outside of that Trinity, you got Penny Hardaway, Alex English, you got Stromile Swift, the dunker. Taylor Horton Tucker is a member. Oh no, Allen Houston, Kappa Alpha Psi, Taylor Horton Tucker. I'm trying to think of some old individuals, man. I feel like I'm forgetting some names. Yeah, Bron get hate crazy. Bron, my favorite. That's my favorite player. Bron, my favorite player. Been my favorite player since after that first year he played in Cleveland. Boy, people hate Bron. That's my dog though. Then who he say that Bron and Kobe? What he do? I don't think Cat a copper. I don't think Latino won. I don't think so.
Let's go.
Is LeBron hated in Chicago? Hold on, y'all. I think my son made a mess. No. Well, yeah, he is, because, you know, they don't like the Michael Jordan comparisons. A lot of people be hating on him for sure. Because, you know, he was playing the Bulls. Excuse me. He was playing the Bulls and had to go through, you know, we had to go through him to get to the chip, and we could never beat him. So, yeah. Bron hated in New York. I'm sure of it.